Om Shanti. Everybody can hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Lovely. And there's a slightly network issues. So it's easy. Have patience, right? So let's start the session. We're going to start with the little prayer. 3 times Om and Shanti. If you're back next week, align, relax your body, and gently close your eyes. Now, bring the awareness towards your breath, how the breath going in and coming out. Now, observe each and every breath. Now, take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation. Deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale for the Om. Feel the vibration. Join the both thumbs, rub your palms. Place on your eyes, feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm, gently open up your eyes with a big smile. Om Shanti. So welcome to the Ayurveda class. Now, in previous session, we discussed about the saptprakarti. Could you remind me how much we completed? Anybody who noted down the yesterday class notes?
I think we did Kapha last.
We did what?
I think we did about Kapha last.
Kapha. Okay. We did Kapha, right?
Yes.
We completed. Okay. We completed the Kapha. Okay. Good. So all the 3 personality we did like Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So Vata people detail I have given you the information. It's more like through the example you can understand better these personalities. So Vata people, like if you're planning something, right? You are going somewhere, and some people in your group there's a Vata category. So you go and ask for the okay, let's go and go for the trip. they immediately pack the bags and they hope, okay, let's go and do it. We are going for trekking or for any kind of trip, right? And same thing if happened with the pit, they're gonna organize everything. Okay, how they're gonna travel, which car they're gonna use, which flight, where they're gonna stay. So all the planning of the trip done by the fitter kind of people. And Kafa, oh, I'll join you. They're so lazy, lethargic that they will say, okay, I'll come, I'll join you. You go ahead, I'll join you, and they never show up. So these are the personalities, Vata, Pit, and Kapha. With Pit very active, Kapha very slow, and Vata mentally very naughty and active. Okay, and yes, we covered everything: their occupation, their physiological and mental structure, and their problems also. We covered the Kapha problems also.
I don't
I
think
can't see it
so.
in my notes.
No, me either.
Okay, so Kapha
Yeah.
problems. Okay, Kapha problems are basically they get the obesity because they easily gain the weight. So the most problem area of their body, that is to they get the accumulation of the fat very easily, like abdominal, chin area, hip area, thighs area. These areas are you know giving them the issue. So easily they gain the weight, and because of that, they end up with the obesity. Then excessive oiliness, skin problems, itching in the skin, fungal infection, these kind of problem they gonna face it. Then sometimes they also have the like they cannot wear the hot and cold extreme weather they cannot stay. So because of that change in the weather, they easily get the cold, flu, and viral. They get usually kapha issues. These kind of generally they face the problems. The occupation for the kapha is basically they are very good to it's very difficult to make them to do the work. I hope you met these kind of personality at your home or maybe in your family or maybe in your friend circle. There's the one person who is just remain in the room. That's it. Not taking any initiative. He's just be there. Even sometimes we don't notice the presence. They are so idle. They just it's more like a Labrador or pug. Have you seen the pug? It's very difficult to make them the active, right? Same thing happens with the kapha. They cannot move. They don't like to move their body at all. So even moving the remotes or doing the day-to-day activity, it's very difficult task. It's a Hercules task even. It's very difficult task for them to perform it. Even having food, getting up and cooking the food or having it, or just having the food is very difficult for them. So day-to-day activity they cannot perform. But if they come out from their laziness and they work hard on that, these people can be a scientist, these people can do the research, great research, and these is the personality which go into the spirituality. They can easily take the path of the spirituality because in spirituality you require isolation, and these category, the kapha one, is introvert personality, and isolation automatically they are living in the isolation. But if they work on their laziness, they can do good in the spirituality. They go into the meditative state easily comparison to the fifth and the vata. But yes, they have to work on their laziness. So occupation, great occupation, good occupation for them is any kind of sitting job is good for them where they don't require much interaction. So back-end job, whatever they don't require to talk with the person. So any work which requires the laptop and anything and does not require the talking or interaction with anybody. They do very well in that. And yes, even most of the scientists, and they belong to this kapha category. It's a uttam personality. It means it is a good personality, kapha one. But the only one problem is they are loving, they are caring. They also have the affection towards their partner. So this is the best personality among the three. Okay, among the three, uttam personality is to be considered. So kapha, vata, pitta, and kapha. These three personalities. So vata is very bad, considered to be very bad. Pitta, moderate personality, and kapha is good personality. Now move to the next three personality, other three personalities. Now other three is a combination personality, which is not good. According to the Ayurveda, it doesn't come into the good category because once it's very easy to control the one, imbalance of the one dosha, but very difficult to balance the two when two dosha go imbalance. And so you get the major issues related to that. So combination personality means maybe when I'm talking about Vata and Pitta, you might get the idea about it. Oh, I have the half thing of the Pitta, half thing of the Kapha. It means you have the combination personality. Major of the population of this world having the combination personality. Okay, so combination, the fourth personality, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, third. These are the three. Fourth one, Vata, Pitta. Vata, Pitta. Fifth one, Vata, Kapha. Write it down and I'll explain later on. Fourth one, Vata, Pitta. Fifth one, Vata, Kapha. Sixth one, Kapha, Pitta. And seventh, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Sure, I'll write it down for you if you get confused. So Vata, Pitta, Vata, Kapha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So Vata, Pitta, Vata, Kapha, and Kapha, Pitta. The seventh one is a Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Okay, I'll just put it down early. So fourth personality, the Vata Pitta. Here, half of the characteristic you get from the Vata and half of the characteristic you get from the Pitta. It means Vata, maybe you have the Vata body. Vata body means what? The physiological structure is what? You have the dry skin, you have combination means you have the lean body, slim body, right? Your skin is dry, wavy hair, dry hair, but you get the pitta temperament, like you get angry, you are mostly hungry, and you easily get angry. You are organized, well planned, and you even you love the traveling, but before traveling you want to, you get the thing, you get the bored with the things easily, but you plan accordingly. You love planning. So both combination personality. So you get the Vata traits and the Pitta traits. Okay. And so with the disease. So these kind of personality, the combination personality, they get the problem of the bone related issues, all kind of bone related issues, cardiovascular issues, heart related problems, stress, overthinking, hypertension, hyperacidity, skin related problems, eczema, inflammation, and maybe lots of sweating, sweat related issues, smelly sweat, heat in their palm, their palm and feet would be warm mostly. Or it can change according to the weather also. Maybe in winter they have the cold feet, cold hands, but in summer they get the warm feet and warm hands. So problems they get the mostly Pitta kind of problems and Vata kind of problems. So half of the problem they will get from the Vata and half of the problem they will get from the Pitta. Or maybe both are aggravated. So maybe they get the eczema in the one place. So what gonna does what? It gonna spread in whole body. So both dosha gonna go in balance, and it's in that time when problem is one place you can easily treat. But when it starts spreading entire body, then it's become difficult. So what the pit personality is not good one. It's very bad, considered to be a very you know bad personality. Bad in the sense like you get more disease, you get more fluctuation in the mind, and these personalities overactive. Have you seen the person who is hyperactive, right? Like they cannot sit on one place even for few seconds. Their mind is active, their body is active. They have to keep moving their body. It's very difficult for them to keep themselves to the one place. So Vata Pitta personality is this is the trait of the Vata Pitta. Clear? Have you understand how the combination personality gonna work?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now the fifth one is a Vata Kapha. Vata Kapha. So here Vata Kapha means again you have the Vata kind of body or Kapha kind. It can be a changeable also. Maybe you get the Kapha body like you are having the obesity, and you have broad structure. You have mucus like supple skin, soft skin. Okay, but because of the Vata temperament, fickle-minded, absent-minded, also lazy also, and they always delay the work. They are not. They keep thinking about it, but they're not able to implement. Execute. They cannot implement into the action, but they keep thinking about it. So Vata Kapha personality is more like that. So they get the half traits of the Vata and half traits of the Kapha, and problems, asthma, bronchitis, upper and lower respiratory system disease like sinusitis, tonsillitis, sinus problem, ear infection, and bronchitis, asthma, lung psoriasis, any kind of lung infection. So mostly they get these kind of problems. Breathing related problems, they often get Vata and Kapha. Insecurity, mental disorder, depression, anxiety. Also, this is the part of the Vata and Kapha. But understand, Vata people think lot, but when it's come with the Kapha combination, at least Kapha brings a little bit, little bit pause in their thinking. So, though they are anxious, though they are having the, trouble in making the decision, but Kapha, if Kapha is in the combination personality, it's better. At least it's better than the Vata bit. It's better than the other rest of the personality. Kapha make them little calm, little relaxed, little ground to the earth, and it's good for the relationship. At least they have little bit the loyalty towards the relationship. They committed to the one kind of person because Kapha make them to to commit to your relationship. Now, next personality. So, like you can, because we did the detail information about the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So, accordingly, you can decide, okay, how the Vata characteristic and how the Pitta and combine it. Okay. Then sixth one is a Kapha Pitta. Kapha Pitta. Kapha Pitta, sixth personality. So in Kapha, basically, maybe you have the obesity, very heavy but very active, physically very active, so wrestler who are into the sports, very tall, and white. Uh, Many dancers who are very tall and having the problem of obesity, but still very active, physically very active. They can do the dance moves, all kind of movement they can make it. So these kind of personality is the kapha pit mostly. And because they are very active, so many issues they can prevent, though they face the problem of obesity, but maybe some people are vice versa also. Maybe they will get the fit body, like very tall, medium height, very handsome body they will get, but kapha mind they will have. So kapha mind very lazy, lethargic, does not want to do any kind of work, and most of the time they love sitting or watching or doing the laptop things. So it can be a changeable also, but one personality could be the only one. Means one personality which give you the birth. So your body structure, like maybe your body structure is what, right? But if you get the body structure of what, it cannot be changed. You have the mool prakriti. The structure never gonna change, right? So that is become your mool prakriti, temperament prakriti. But if something gonna change, it means you are combination personality, and then it could be a pith, it could be a kapha in your combination one, which keep on changing, okay, because of your lifestyle. Now, seventh one is a vata, pitta, and kapha. The seven types of the personality, vata, pitta, and kapha. This is the Shrestha personality, Sanipataj, Sanipataj personality. It's a Sanskrit name, but if you want, I'll give it to you. Sanipataj, the pronunciation. Vagvarji says Sanipataj. It means the balanced. Vat, Pitta, and Kapha. Sanipataj. Balanced personality. All three dosha are balanced. This is the ideal personality among the six. The seventh one, very less people, very, very high, maybe 0.0001%. Because this is the very first step when you enter into this perfect ideal personality. You are never born with this. You required by doing the hard work. Okay, so this Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, when you're gonna achieve the balance. You never born with the balance. This because you have the imbalance of your parents, imbalance of your uh, ancestor, imbalance of your area where you are staying. So you born with those imbalance, and to get into the perfection or bringing into the balance, it required the hard work. So this is the one personality which yogi gaining. It's the very first step to become a yogi. Yogi, when they are practicing the yoga, first step they get the balance of the three dosha. Okay, balance of the three dosha. And it doesn't mean that yogi doesn't get the imbalance of the three dosha. Like they are perfectly healthy. Once you achieve it, it's gonna again. It's like a health to remain on the top. You have to maintain the hard work, right? Even for day-to-day activity, if you're maintaining, you are doing some work, you are working somewhere. So to earn the, you get there, right? But to get the money, daily you have to work, right? You get already the position, but to maintain that position, you need to work, right? Same with your health. So once you get the seven types of personality, it doesn't mean that you are not gonna get imbalanced. Yogi also gets it, but they quickly come out from the sickness. It's a balance of the three dosha, some prakriti. But yes, there is a stage when all three dosha gonna imbalance. But we're not gonna talk about that thing. All three dosha also go imbalance. But here it means balance of the all three dosha. Okay, it's rare happen when all three dosha go imbalance, especially the people who about to die. Then it happens like you're facing your death. That is a time when all three dosha go mostly in balance. But when it's go into the balanced state, you get the perfection of the overall health, physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual, all over the perfect health you will get if all these three dosha come into the balance. And understand, balance you don't get just by little hard work. You achieve it by daily putting the hard work into it. It's not like one day you quit everything and another day. Once you get the balance, now you are allowed to have everything. Okay. So to maintain the health, to maintain the balance, and you require everyday hard work, right? Even if you want to make your muscles, you're doing hard work, right? Back to back, you're going to gym, doing the exercise. But here we are talking about more than that, physical health. So for that you require again the same hard work. It's not the 1 day or 2 day or once you achieved it, you just left it. No. After even achieving it, you have to maintain it. So Vata, Pitta and Kapha, that is a perfectly balanced personality. Only few people on this planet having this personality. And it's happened like some prakriti. Sometimes your all three dosha go also in balanced state without. Sometimes you are balanced, automatically go into the alignment. There's a few seconds, few time, few moments in your life when you get into that state, when you're all three dosha into the balanced state, right? But we just need to increase that time, that moment, that duration, period of time. So whole day, you have to be in the balanced state. Whole life, you have to be in the balanced state. And it started with the each and every second. If each and every second, the second converted into the minutes converted into the hour, and hour converted into the day, and day converted into the year, and year by year, your whole life will be balanced. So I hope you understand this thing. That so Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So here Kapha is the good personality, and among the three, among the six, Kapha one personality is considered to be the good one, and among the seven, among the seven, the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha is the best personality, the Shresth personality, the very ideal personality. So I hope you understand this thing. Any doubts in here in the question? Okay. So one more thing I want to add, that Mool Prakriti, which we talked about it, that Mool Prakriti, which is coming from your parents, which decided by the nature, it's like when the even Yogi Guna born, Yogi also comes with the imbalanced state. Like the moment he going, the mother conceives the child, the half of the part is coming from your mother, half of the part coming from the father, and that's why Ayurveda pay attention towards that at the time of conceiving the child. Understand, not after conceiving. At the time of conceiving the child, a mother should have the perfect environment. The intention of the father and the mother should be ideal. So ancient time, ancient Rishimuni, we used to have the rituals, especially when king and queen are go for the mating, go for the the sexual conduct. They do the so many things. They take out the right time, figure out the right time by the Asian yogis, and then perfect ideal time. They plan for the baby, and they during that period of time. So, what is all about? It's because the climate is supportive. Even in the climate, there is a balance of the three dosha. That is the perfect balance of the three dosha. And parents should be practicing the meditation and the yoga during, especially when they're planning the child. And so they give, the mother is able to conceive the good baby. So less default product, less, imbalance, come to the through the baby. So it's very much important that whenever you plan baby or you really want to conceive the child, make sure check your physical level, mental level, emotional level, psychological level. If it's not right, it's gonna pass to the baby because that is your baby. It's becoming you are becoming converting yourself into that small baby. You are transferring all that thing, whatever you are having, into that baby. So Ayurveda focus on the Garbha Sanskar, very much important. And there is a book about it, Garbha Sanskar. So before conceiving the child, you should plan accordingly. Don't just make it one night mistake or something like that. Plan accordingly because it is a big responsibility of the parents that they should not, bring the burden to the nature. If they're bringing the sick baby on the planet, it's the biggest burden on the nature, environment, and society everywhere because that baby would be, becoming the all the reason and cause of your unhappiness. I hope have you seen that disabled babies when they come into the family, their parents are, suffer a lot. I understand that being a parent, they love a lot, but they go through the so much trauma, so much things which you cannot imagine. I've seen it. So because mostly parents they, bring the baby on this planet because to those babies who's gonna take care of them. But instead of taking, they have to take care of the baby. This is the love of the parents too, but still the mental trauma, physical trauma, parents throughout the life they suffer. So it would be the great cause of the unhappiness for the parents, even for the society, for the country also. That's why people, country government is mostly aware about the health. They plan. They're doing so many things about the health that every parents, every kids get the good health. Why they are doing it? Because health is developing the nation. Your health is making the nation, adding the health of the good nation also. So you are the economic of your country. So that's why you have to pay attention towards bringing the balance of this all three dosha. So this much is clear to everyone. Any doubt here? So we're gonna end the session here if you don't have doubt. Lovely. So we're gonna meet you at the meditation class. And tomorrow is the off day. So enjoy your off day. Meet you at Monday also. But I have given you the assignment, one assignment that write it down why you want a long and healthy life. Just write it down on your mailbox and I'll give you the mail ID and there you have to submit it later on. Okay. So tomorrow do the little bit homework also. Why you want long and healthy life. So write it down your ideas about it, what you're gonna do when you get the long and healthy life. So here on this note, we're gonna end the session. Bye-bye, take care, Om Shanti. Do we have any notes on Ayurveda? Notes like you want books or something. I have the PDF of Ashtanga Hridaya, which reference I'm giving during the classes. If you want that thing, I'll share with you guys. Okay, on the WhatsApp. So don't worry about it. Okay, bye-bye, take care. Okay, of course, I'll share you today. Om Shanti, Mangal.